This is ThreadWeaver's deck. Looks like this is it's Auralian pledge, it looks like. Oh, Zende. I feel like there's a bit of a pledge sub-theme. I mean an elf sub-theme going on here. But it's mainly pledge. I think we've played something similar to this before, if I'm not mistaken. On Deck Doctor. I'm gonna have a poll at the end though, guys. I probably have enough time for this one and maybe another one. Because there's actually 2 more decks after this one, but I'm gonna have to leave soon. I might be able to squeeze in one more after this. I'm hoping. It is EUD. It is used to buy buckets of fries at Sheets, or barrels of fries from Five Guys. They're not actually barrels, but you know what I mean. I kind of want to throw this back. Even though it has pledge in the opener. Jeez. Like, that first hand could go really badly. Alright, we make Primal. Yeah, it was interesting. At first, like, I wasn't gonna do it. But then I was thinking about it, I was like, you know what? Plus, I get to know you guys better, and initially I wanted to get my brother to watch it with me. Since, he's more into sports than I am. Baseball in particular. Like, I'll go watch a baseball game. Like I said, mainly we watch the minor leagues on occasion. Like, he goes to all the minor league games. Or as many as he can. So here's the funny thing, chat. We want Hailstorm. That's what we want. So I'm gonna grab Hailstorm, because that is what we want. Yeah, it's a good thing. Okay. So I think we just kill all of these. That Hailstorm was actually pretty dangerous if they had a combat trick to save one of their dudes.
We'll blaze a path.
Joxer. Here's the thing, Joxer. If you noticed, because that's the 3rd bounty I've done, right? If people have been keeping track, that's the 3rd bounty I've done. That's the first one where I've watched something. But the first 2 were games, right? But here's the key. There were games I actually wanted to play. That's the key. I actually wanted to play them. So you see that it's big brain. Oh, I forgot they had the combat trick. Oh. Okay, but what if I do this though? Fresh kills make the best pelts. Alright, let's grab Arcanum here. Hey, I guess I could have got Winter Crown, but maybe I should have gotten Winter Crown. Alright, I'm gonna block. For sure. I'm gonna make them spend this finest hour. And then hope they don't have another combat trick to kill my dude. They don't. Good job. What's up, Talismere? Yeah, I might jock. It's just gonna depend. Like, do I want to do this? And like, you guys come into play as well, to an extent. That's why, like, I could have done more bounties than what we've been doing. Like, the bounty thing has been around I've had access to it for a while. But like, when I first got access to it, I think I went like a solid 2 months without doing any bounties. Cause it was like, I don't really like them, or you guys might not like them. So mail's so nice to be a chair. I'm sitting on mail as a chair. Well, then I need a better chair. If that's the case, I need a better chair. I honestly, I know what chair I want next. You just broke your chair the other day. I feel you. You snapped the arm off of it? Oh my god. Yeah, I feel you. As I look back at that chair back there. That chair back there, I spent almost $400 on that chair. And after 3 years, it just completely like ripped apart. The back snapped off. The arm also snapped off, but I managed to fix the arm. So now both arms are on there again. The back is still like, the bolts that held the back together completely snapped in half. So now there's like bolt pieces where I would normally screw the bolts in to put the back on. They're just lodged in there. And I can't fix the back without getting those metal pieces out. Yeah, I mean, I think it's worth it, Nesh, if the chair is gonna last you like, I say 4 to 6 years, at least. And it's gonna like support your back and support good posture, which, I mean, that chair did. You got hit by a car? Yeah, it's worth the money. And after someone got this chair for me for like $100, and now it's already like starting to get messed up, and I haven't even had this chair a year yet. I got this chair. We got this chair what, like 7 months ago? Like, the chair part's still fine, it's just the arms. $2009 in the back. Oh my god. Like, how are you even alive, Ninja?
We'll blaze a path.
4 to 6 decades, maybe? I wish. I wish if I paid $400 for a chair would last 10 years. Although, actually, there are some chairs that do last 10 plus years. Normally, they're like $1,000. But you can get them cheaper than that. There are ways. So you can pay like potentially half that price and get a chair that lasts 10 years. It is. It's very important if you're sitting for hours. I mean, if I want to be real, the answer is not the chair, chat. It's not the chair. The real answer is a standing desk where you can stand or sit. That's the real answer. Some streamers have that, especially the streamers that are in like performing arts. Some of them have it. In fact, somebody that used to stream Eternal has that. They had a standing desk. Get a rock. Alright, I guess I'm playing Severin. Do I have a chair dealer? I mean, not my own, but like a chair dealer in the area? I don't believe we do. I have to look into it again, but I don't think we do. Also, hello, Christian Ninja. How you doing? You don't even know how you survived. The car was going 35 miles per hour. Slam the brakes. I mean, I got in an accident. I got in a car accident. I was the passenger in the back seat, and we were going 90 miles an hour on the highway. And I was in this guy's car I worked with. He was actually one of my bosses. We came back from like a company event thing. It's funny. The company event, we were playing baseball. That's what's hilarious about it. We were playing baseball. That's what we were doing. How am I even winning this game? I don't think I am. No, 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 no. I want Severin. I don't want Rista.
Let's play a game.
So we actually won the baseball game. We were coming back. We're on the highway. We had to get back. We had to get to work because I started work that day. So he was going fast. This truck, this farmer was driving this truck. He had like, I don't know what was in it. I think there were animals in the truck. My friend overcorrected because we both tried to merge into each other's lanes at the same time, and we were parallel to each other. Neither of us had passed the other, and my friend overcorrected, and we flipped off the highway down this hill, probably like 100, at least 100 feet. It's probably about 100 feet. The car flipped like 5 times. There's 4 of us in the car. We all survived. But, you know, we got... Everyone broke some type of bone except me. I was the only one that didn't break any bones. I had bruises. Definitely. I was bruised up pretty bad, but I didn't break anything, which is crazy. I was out of work for a couple weeks after that.
The forest is dangerous.
We were. All of us had our seatbelts on, which is good. I mean, the move is to just A-space. I mean, you're already like way ahead. And neither of these rings help me. The question is, do I live this turn? And the answer is yes, I do. So we A-space, we Great Valley Smuggler, we probably give up Haunting Scream, because there's nothing else I would want. Yeah, we A space, we smuggler. We give up Haunting Scream for Hailstorm. And then we kind of just keep it moving. Except we can't do that. So let us do this. Yeah, it shook me up pretty bad. So they need to not have display of knowledge or any other pump. That would be nice. Let's see what they got. Absolutely nothing. That's good. Actually, we win, don't we? I didn't even have to play this. 5, 8, what's this? 6, 8, 14, 18. Yeah, we win. We did it. Yeah, no, it's not a good feeling. And we did face the wrong way after overcorrecting. We basically spun out. This was this girl, she was not looking where she was going at all. And she just like slammed into my mother. It's crazy. I'll take this. We can make this gives us time. We can play the Glasshopper. Outside of that, it doesn't look great. It's kind of the thing with these pledge decks. Phelan Archer. Monkas.
You cannot put out the light.
I mean, the good news is I could have went initiation to kill this in case they have initiation.
Safe travels, friend.
Wow. Man, I could do it. Nah, I will just kill her.
We'll blaze a path.
I could have went Glasshopper into another Vanguard instead of, but then I couldn't initiation. And I still could have played Glasshopper after that, but I just like risked a little better here.
You cannot put out the light.
Okay. Nice. So I don't think we bring Vanguard back yet. We could, but I don't think we do it yet. Let's just chill for now. Like when these types of decks go off, it's really fun. Nice. I'm glad I played the weaker one. See now, look at this. We can scream back vanguards. Like, what world is this? How is this possible? How is it even possible? I'm just gonna get this one back. Like, this is dumb. I want the buff. It's Praxis. Like, good luck killing all of these if you're Praxis. Okay. No one cares. No, I like where this is. Let me check and see. I want to count this up real fast. Okay, so ThreadWeaver. There are 16 pledge units, which is generally what you want to aim for when you're building pledge decks. You want at least 15. People say like they get away with 12, but your pledge deck basically functions by having a pledge card in your opening hand. If you don't have a pledge card in your opening hand, your pledge deck is a lot worse. It's much more difficult to win if you don't pledge on turn one. So for that reason, I would play minimum 15. You can go closer to 20 if you want. 20 might be pushing it. The other thing with 22 is that most of the time, if you try to put in 20 pledge units, one of them is going to be bad, a bad card. So it's probably best to stick to like 15 to 18, somewhere in there, and you should be fine. Like, Heirloom Seeker is probably the weakest, but even Heirloom Seeker isn't that bad of a card, especially since they have an elf sub theme going on. That's why I like this deck. Like, it just combines like the best of what Pledge has to offer with an elf sub theme. You got Champion of Cunning, that's the best elf in the game. Zenday's probably the second best elf in the game. Rista's in here. I don't like Rista as a card, but she did fine in this. I don't like her in aggro decks where people thought she would be good in. But no, I just don't like the card in general. I don't think I would cut Rista though. Yeah, unfortunately it's not, because Champion of Cunning doesn't have pledge. And you can't reduce the cost with Glasshopper. So Champion's just in there as a dude. Yeah, it's roughly that, Noobzocker. There's another article out there on it's on A Space Games, their website, about pledge. Yeah, I definitely would run a minimum 15-16 since you're running Glasshopper and Bayonet. And this deck's solid. I don't think I'd change anything, just like probably some things to watch for. Like Haunting Scream, it's kind of meh if you don't pull off your synergies. Like the last game we did. We got Moonstone Vanguard's cost reduced to 4. Thankfully, we only need to get Moonstone Vanguard's cost reduced once. And then we can scream back Vanguards. Because Vanguard and Zenday, this is the stuff like you would like to have the cost reduced. Zenday, you have to reduce her twice for Scream to hit her. But even without that, she's decent. Yeah, I guess with Arcanum, it's I suppose that's why that's why Arcanum's in market, right? If Arcanum sticks around, then Vanguard gets its cost reduced. Zenday's a 5-drop, and then with if a Glasshopper out, she's a 4-drop as well. You'd rather have Arcanum main deck? Excuse me. Yeah, I just wouldn't cut anything. I just like it the way it is. It's kind of crazy. Maybe instead of Rista, Tavia? Maybe. Possibly, but I mean, you swap Champ for Sakalis? I could actually see that. Just because it's hard to... You can't bring Champ back with Zende, not without Arcanum and Glasshopper out. Actually, no, you can't bring Champ back ever, except with Dark Return. I got Champ mixed up with Zende for a second. Yeah, probably Sakalis. Puts more demand on you having double time earlier. But I think this deck looks like it can probably handle it. It does. I think the attack buff's happening a lot more than the Flying Aegis, which personally for me sucks because I'd rather have Flying Aegis activated, but I just don't think Champion of Cunning will have that active very often, especially in a 3-faction deck. It's hard to get that Flying Aegis, which is really what you want when you play Champion of Cunning in general. But in this deck, it's gonna be the team buff. That's what'll get activated because of Resta. So I think Sakalis has a lower ceiling but a higher floor, if that makes sense. So I actually could see that. And Sakalis is a scream target, worth like if nothing else. So I'd probably do Psych. Like yes, there's less elf synergy, there's less elves in general, but because with Champ you really have to work if you want to make it a 4-drop. You can, but like Arcanum has to stay alive. It has to stick around, and if it doesn't, then it's a 5/5 that sometimes buffs your team by 2 if you had Rista in the same game. Yeah, you have to get Arcanum for that. Like maybe you even do 3's probably fine. Like if you really want 4, maybe you could do this, or even like 4 and then 3 Haunting Screams, since Haunting Scream's typically not good until later in the game. You could do it this way too. Now you definitely have enough pledge. What, 12, 16? You have 20 pledge cards. Like you should have no problem pledging. When Temple's so much, Temple is better than Arcanum for sure. I think that's all I would change. Like Rista's, I'd probably just keep Rista in here for now. You like Mirror in place of Arcanum? Well, now that we're not doing the Champion of Cunning thing anymore. Actually, I think that's good because if we want a turn 4 play, before we had to decide between Arcanum and Winter Crown, now we can just get Winter Crown. So it makes it easier. Mirror and Glasshopper is great, or a Scream target. Yeah, true. And I'm fine with that. That's a good call. But that's the big thing I like about no longer running Arcanum. Now I can just get Winter Crown if I want something to play on 4. You kind of want Dusk Raider in here as well. For what though? I guess Rista? Yeah, I think it's fine the way it is. I could see trying that. Like, maybe cut Rista for Dusk Raider. You still have 20 pledge units. Stuff starts getting berserk. You're not demanding your power base to have double shadow on 3 anymore. Not that I'm not saying this deck had a hard time doing that, but it's an idea. But I like it the way it is. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you like what you saw, feel free to leave a like below. These highlights are all a part of my Twitch stream where I play Eternal as well as other games live and interact with viewers in real time. If you want to catch one of the streams, there's a link to my Twitch channel in the description box below where you can follow the channel and get notified the next time I go live. I promote a positive and relaxing environment when I stream, so come by and hang out. Last but not least, if you don't want to miss future YouTube videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Clicking the bell icon under the video does guarantee that you don't miss future videos as long as you don't mind notifications. Thanks again for taking time out of your day to watch this, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.